In West Bengal, despite the massive outrage and protest, the brazenness and defiance of Mamata Banerjee and her loyal TMC cadre continue. However, a public interest litigation was filed in the Supreme Court seeking a CBI investigation into the allegedly inflammatory remarks made by actor cum Trinamool Congress MP Tapas Pal. Perhaps now, perhaps some action will be taken against the Gunda Raj that pervades the state of West Bengal.
The Trinamool's serial offender has been caught on tape yet again, inciting violence for the third time in 5 days. But Mamata couldn't care less. For her, this is a petty issue and a media conspiracy.
আমি এটা বলতে বাধ্য হলাম তার কারণ বিশ্বাস করুন কখনো কখনো তেতো গিলতে হয় কখনো কখনো বিষ গিলতে হয় কি করব যেহেতু রাজ্যটা আমাদের চালাতে হচ্ছে যাতে কোনো অশান্তি না হয় কোনো প্রবলেম না হয় আর এখন তো দেখেছেন ভালো কাজের কোনো নাম হয় না একটা ছোট্ট কেউ কিছু একটা না হলেও কি না তো প্ল্যান্টেড ওয়েতে একটা কুৎসা অপপ্রচার চালানো হচ্ছে আর আপনি করেননি জানেনই না
The blood-curdling calls to savagery triggered massive protests in the state capital. Women's rights groups hit the streets demanding Tapas Pal's immediate arrest.
Outrage on the streets of Kolkata with several women's organizations taking out a rally against Tapas Pal. They say that they demand immediate arrest of Trinamool Congress MP Tapas Pal. Remember, Tapas Pal has already apologized for his act, and the Trinamool Congress says that for them it is a closed chapter. However, for women's activists like these who have now taken to the streets of Kolkata, they say that they will continue their protests, and that's the reason why you see several women's organizations, not just one, have come out today, demonstrating against Tapas Pal. They say that it is sending a very wrong message to people who indulge in some crime against women, and therefore they say that given that he is a lawmaker, there should be unprecedented action against him, and for now they are demanding his immediate arrest.
It is needless to say that we are totally disgusted with such a remark, and we have to see his remark in the larger context of violence against women, and he is the one who's perpetuating, he and his party is perpetuating the rape culture against which the women's rights groups have converged on the streets.
We are totally shocked that we were expecting that he will be censored at least for some brief period, at least there should be some public censorship.
In the 3 videos, Tapas threatens rapes. He calls for the throats of CPM workers to be slit. And finally, in the latest video, he tells TMC workers not to be afraid of arrest as no policeman would touch them. In a highly politicized West Bengal, these seem to be just minor offences. The police have gone soft. The state's Women's Commission also seems to be allied with the ruling party.
যে মাননীয় মুখ্যমন্ত্রী যেভাবে মেয়েদের ক্ষেত্রে একটা উল্লেখযোগ্য বেশ কিছু ভাবনার ছাপ সমাজে রাখতে আরম্ভ করেছেন সেক্ষেত্রে আমরাও তাকে অ্যাসিস্ট করার এবং এগিয়ে নিয়ে যাওয়ার ক্ষেত্রে মহিলা কমিশন থেকে সকলে মিলে এটা একটা টিম ওয়ার্ক আমরা সকলে মিলে একটা যোগ্য সঙ্গতকারী রোল প্লে করতে পারবো
This is the same administration whose police did not wait 1 minute to file an FIR and arrest a man who forwarded a joke about the chief minister. It dragged a Midnapur farmer from a Trinamool rally for merely asking Mamata a question. A pest controller was arrested after midnight in the chief minister's office. He had kerosene with him and he was accused of a conspiracy to set the building ablaze. But for the police in Bengal, despite the serious repeated threats, just one apology from Tapas Pal has been enough to look the other way. With Banerjee in Kolkata, Bureau Report, Headlines Today.
My colleague Indrajit Kundu joins us at this point of time live from Kolkata. Indro, all that anger that has been pouring out on the streets of Kolkata and West Bengal has absolutely had no effect on the Chief Minister of the state. One really does wonder whether this public interest litigation which has been filed in the Supreme Court asking for a CBI investigation, will this actually make any difference at all, or exactly the same situation will continue? What are you picking up?
Well, see, as far as the sense on the ground in West Bengal is concerned, is that of despair. You know, women activists, women's rights groups who had taken to the streets yesterday, in spite of the rain, they're saying that it's time for some amount of perceivable action on the ground. They say that it's been past 3 years. There have been repeated comments about such crimes against women, atrocity against women. And now that lawmakers coming out and making such statements are only going to give a message to the perpetrators of such crime. And therefore, it was all the more necessary for a woman chief minister of the state to take unprecedented action so that a right signal is sent to them. However, they are mighty disappointed at this point in time. As you just mentioned, there are 2 PILs which are pending, one in the Calcutta High Court and one in the Supreme Court. Given the fact that the Trinamool has said it's a closed chapter for them, one cannot actually hope of any action, administrative action or any police action as far as the state government is concerned. We see the State Women's Commission is completely dormant. It has, people close to the Trinamool Congress, and Mamata Banerjee has been appointed as a vice, chairman, the deputy chairman. And both the chairman as well as the deputy chairman said that, there's no point raking up an old matter. So what is the response going to be from statutory bodies based out of West Bengal.
Yes.
So people are pinning their hopes on the Supreme Court and the High Court.
Well, that seems to be the only option there now. Thanks, Indro, for joining us with the very latest on that.